tube, it's chucks back. I've got this, picked it up at the local recycling place. Needed a small welder. I've got a big one, a MIG, but I wanted just a bloody simple one. So what I did was I thought the switch was stuffed. Now the fan doesn't turn on, and I've got to guess that the fan only turns on when that gets hot, and it doesn't turn on any other time. So it must have a thermistor here. I'd say it would be this here, just on the side, if I can move that out of the way. Right here, it's got 3 inputs. One goes to the main cable, not sure where that heads off to. Let's say it goes to the fan. That's the other side of the fan. And 2 of them come in. So one comes in from the transformer and makes a link back along here, back to the warning light. So once you break that contact with this contact, that warning light turns on. So there isn't much really that you can see with these very basic welders. There's not much at all. Only thing that I've noticed is a couple of things. I've turned it on. Now, first things first, warning. If you're a kid or something like that, don't play with power like this. I'm a technician, and I've been a technician a long time, so I know what I'm doing with this thing. I don't want to see young kids playing with something like this. It is dangerous. Get your parents, or if your parents say no, don't do it at all. Okay? Don't touch something like this if you have never played with this type of stuff before. Right. Now the first thing I did do, I turned it on. Now, I'll just get this out of here. Let's see if I can readjust. Oh, really good. Sorry about that. My adjustment on my camera did not take over, which is a bit of a problem. Okay, so it's still doing it. So I just have to tighten that up, push that back in and adjust. Okay, so I've got this one here is my earth cable. I had to put a new earth clamp on. Not a very good earth clamp, but it's there. I've got this one hooked up to the actual where you've got your rod connector. It's a very good connector. It's a bit loose here. I might tighten that up. It needs the screws tightened, but that's okay. I can do that now while I'm here, real quick. Just noticed it. That's good. It's all locked up, hunky-dory. So, on your meter, you want to go from, this is a cheap Chinese meter. Normally I'd use my better meter, but this one's good enough. Okay, I put it on to AC. So once I turn this on, because I haven't got the switch on there and it's just hooked up here, I should get a reading. Okay, yeah, there you go. So I've got 44.2 volts. Now if I adjust the magnetic core, it's actually an iron core that goes in and out that changes the voltage. So I can change that. So I don't know what the current is, but I do know what the power is. So I can tighten that right up. It's having a lot of problems getting out of there. Anyway, it goes up to 44. That's okay. So we know the item is working. The second trick you could do, you could put this onto something and go welding and put this around both the leads to see if you get a inductive pickup, maybe even the one lead. Probably this one would be a good way of testing it. Now, I'm not sure whether this actually picks up, turns this fan on or not. I haven't worked that out yet, but I'm guessing it is like that. So at the moment, I think I'm up for a switch at the front. It has got 2 other wires here which turn this light on here. Or does it? Well, actually, it goes back down through this loom, so I'd say these are the 2 wires that go to your fan. So your fan connection go there. Now, I can rehook these up and see what goes on. And that'll be my next trick for the fault finding. So I don't think it actually works, but yeah. So I'm just thinking the rocker switch would be there, and the brown wire would be in the center, because my brown wire would supply voltage hopefully to there, and if not, I've got them back to front, and I can work that out in a second. So that one goes into there, and that one goes down the bottom. I'm thinking that's pretty well good-o, if I can get it on. Okay, now if I turn the thing on again, when I turn it back on, I've got nothing. So the main switch, just came alive, which is a miracle. I must have done something that fixed it. And the fan does work. So, why? I still have no power there, and I have an overheat, which wasn't there before, and I did have it going. So I'm thinking now that if that's shorting out, turning this light on, that's the problem, because I know the transformer's in good nick. So all I have to do now is, I might keep this switch because someone's plugged it in incorrectly. I'm turning the power off, unplug it, make it safe. Yeah, I'll plug the, I think I might have to replace this. I don't know where I'm going to get one, but I'll go looking and find one. And I think it's glued in there, which might take a bit to get out. Or maybe I might be able to unclip it. I don't know whether I can. It could be unclippable and pull apart to have a look. But that's a, yep, can get it apart. And I will see if I pull that off, pull that away. I might even put a piece of insulator in there. I think I've got a bit of insulator under here, which I'm pretty happy with. A bit of plastic insulation, pop it in underneath there. Let's see what the difference is when we plug it in. Hopefully nothing else happens. Now if I turn it on, I've got no fan, and the unit is dead. Now if I take that out, the unit's still dead. That's not good. I don't know what I've done there. Oh, I'm going to have to play with it. I'll say this is, no, it's touching. It's bimetal strip. This bimetal strip should pull away. I might have done it the wrong way. This bimetal strip should pull away once it gets too hot, and other than that, it should be on top of it. So yeah, that's what that does. I don't know why it went to overheat. There's a bit of work to be done there. I would say it could be these wires here have come off, or actually they have come off. They didn't even last on. Anyway, that's it from me. If you like this video, please subscribe and please leave a comment. And if you feel that I deserve a like, drop me one. If you don't, well, that's it. Anyway, you guys have a great weekend. Bye.